Hi, it's me again. So, we are back in automation, and I had an idea, per se. Now, if you don't know me, usually when I record an automation video, it's either I make my own creation or I bring back an old model from the past that a company doesn't make anymore. And I'm going to do that again. Now, this video was originally going to be me having a go on designing a new Ford Thunderbird because yeah, I kind of want a Thunderbird. So that's the main reason. But also, uh, I feel like that Ford would do a bit better if they had something to compete directly with the Corvette, because the Mustang it's in its own thing. Like there are two completely different vehicles. But yeah. However, unfortunately, despite the rumors that you may hear on the internet, no, they're not making a Thunderbird anytime soon. However, if you do want to see me have a go at a Ford Thunderbird, hey, let me know in the comments below. But no, then I thought about another vehicle, the Ford 500, which was their full-size American sedan. They need a sedan in the U.S. market. So, for the main reason being, so that way all the foreign companies that are here can't like hog that specific sector of the market, or people just buy used. Because despite what they may think, not everyone wants an SUV. Now they are rumors going around that is planning on making a Ford or a Mustang, which okay, why can't you just call it something else? I mean, we all know why they won't, because they literally said that they are not going to make cars anymore around 10 years ago, and I feel like they don't want to feel like wusses for backing off on their statement, even though the vast majority of people can't afford a car anymore. But tangent aside, we're going to be making a Ford 500, and the first thing we need to do is filter out all the stuff that we don't need here. So all of that, get rid of that, the coupe, the wagon. Okay, now all we have left is a sedan. How is that a sedan? Okay. I want the big one. You know what? Yeah, that can work, right? And we'll do the 112. Now, I feel like this could be actually possible. I don't know, though. We'll see. Because my thoughts behind this is that they can base it off of the platform as the Ford Explorer. You know, so it stays consistent. So we'll make this aluminum. We'll give it a monocoque chassis. Sure, we'll give it glue aluminum too. It's going to be front longitudinal, double wishbone in the front and rear. Don't exactly know what the platforming of the Explorer is, but we're going to use that. Now, there will be multiple engine variants of this variant of vehicle. Now, I could use the EcoBoost, but I'm not going to. What I will probably use is the V6, or it would be the engine that makes the most sense. But this is going to be the top of the line vehicle, and they would probably put the Coyote motor in it, the 5 liter V8, because that's what makes the most sense. Besides, if they can put the Coyote motor in the F-150, then they can do it with this thing too, and they can put the V6 as the other option. Anyways, so we can do. I think I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just going to make it vaguely look like the Coyote engine. Forged. I'm pretty sure it does have a harmonic damper on it. We'll give it a bit of a sportier feel. Increase that. Don't know if it has that or not. We'll give it an 8,000 RPM limit. For now, we can adjust that later. No turbocharger. It's going to say naturally aspirated. It's going to be multi-point, single, standard, mid. Oh, there it goes. I was wondering where it was. Okay. What would be better? I don't know. I kind of want to... I don't want it to be too good, but sure. We'll keep it like that. What is the variable? Oh, okay, no. Never mind. No, keep it like that. What does the compact do? Okay, no. We're keeping it mid. Because that's what... I don't know, to me, that looks like the Coyote motor. Actually, now that I'm looking at it more, I'm pretty sure the cam profile is the dual setup. Yeah, there we go. That looks a bit better. Besides, the 3.7 is dual overhead cam too, I'm pretty sure. And unleaded, we're gonna do, yeah, run it off of regular fuel. We're gonna do cast mid. Gonna do dual exhaust. Two-way catalytic converter. We're gonna go baffled, and then reverse flow. Hey. And we'll do it straight through. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. It makes... Ooh, we're going to have to up that power. Okay, let me tune this up a bit. Okay, after a bit of tweaking, I managed to get it at around 450 RPM, which is pretty good, all things considered. Although it does look like I need to change out the exhaust. Let's increase that bore diameter and also give it bypass valves. All right. Okay, well now we're pushing over 500. Hold on. We should probably fix that. It shouldn't have that much power. It'd be a bit ridiculous if it had more horsepower compared to the Dark Horse. Actually, wait, hold on. There's another way for me to... No, I'm keeping it at 7,000 RPM. That's roughly around the same RPM it has in real life. Okay, we'll give that thing build... Okay, no, it needs a harmonic damper. Never mind. Okay, no, never mind. I got it. We are going to lower this a lot. Oh, there we go. Perfect. What was the other? Hey, there we go. Okay, perfect. Hey, it looks a lot better now, too. Oh, wait, hold on. We should probably increase the intake size. If I can find it. Where is it? Naturally aspirated. Let's increase the quality there. Oh, here we go. Manifold. A bit more tuning. I want to keep it around 450 because I feel like that's a pretty good, you know what? I mean, I could make it 500 horsepower. It is a Ford 500. It would make a lot more sense. I don't know. I kind of like it right here. Using higher compression. Okay. I really gotta tweak this, huh? There we go. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it there. Okay, now time to now for the body, the fun part. Okay, it's gonna be based off the Explorer, so we gotta like kinda give it a bit of a leeway here. I'll put this right around the middle. If I can try and get it in the middle, there we go. That looks good. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks nice. And at some, unfortunately, this is not a vehicle where we're going to do interiors. That we'll save that for a different vehicle. I don't know if you. I want to do more automation stuff on the channel, so you guys let me know if you want me to like actually let me bring. You know what? Here's what I want you to do. Leave a suggestion in the comments below of what automation car I should build. I have a few ideas, but I want you guys to. I want to see what you guys want to see from this. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna make it blue. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the flake because I don't think it needs that much flake. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then the trim, where the hell is the roof? Right there. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna edit this. Make it a bit deeper of a blue. Ooh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna give it a little bit of flake. Mix it a little bit. Oh, that looks nice. Make it a bit more shiny. I like that. Yeah, I love messing with paints. Seeing what I can do here. Okay, first things first, the wheels. What's a good wheel that looks like a Ford wheel? Let's see. Well, e-viewers are obviously not going to work on this. Are any of these going to work? Let's see here. How do those look? I mean, they kind of look like the Explorer wheels that the Explorer currently has. Which, speaking of which, we're going to make these black. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And before we do anything, we are going to make this. Yeah, we'll have it real drive. We'll give it a 6-speed transmission. 170, 180 miles an hour. I don't even know. We'll keep it. No, we'll keep it a clutch LSD. We're gonna give it radial tires, sports compound. Give it some beefy rear tires. And increase the tire width there a little bit because it's gonna need it. Hey, who knows? We can even probably give this thing an all-wheel drive version if we really wanted to. Okay, give this thing doesn't make it look like it's hovering. There we go. Now we'll give it alloy rims. Why not? Vented discs. And yeah, sure, 3 pistons. Beef up the thing by a lot. No, it's going to be solid discs. Front force, and then this will be solid too, but it's going to be a little bit smaller. There we go. Rear force, it's not going to be as much either. Because you didn't know, front brakes do most of the stopping work. Flow optimized, sure, why not? Cooling flaps, sure. Brake airflow, we'll give it that too. Why not? We'll give it a premium interior. Premium. Electric variable, sure. Wait, no, variable hydraulic. It'll make it fairly safe. Give it a kind of like a. Yeah, that looks good. What's wrong here? Increase brake size. Okay. I need to jack up the. Okay, no, that's Okay, oh, wants me to increase top speed, okay. Dampers. Something for brake fade. Well, I can't exactly do much else there in that department. I can add pistons to it. Oh, here. It wants you to increase brake size, but I can't exactly do that. Jeez, those are some massive front brakes. Yeah, we'll keep it at 220. No more, no less. Okay, now for the fun part. Actually design this thing. Now, in my other screen, I do have a picture of Ford Explorer. We're not going to base it off of the latest version because personally, I think the latest version looks a bit strange. Also, the previous generation, the pre-facelifted version, the front end, I feel like it translates a bit better in car form. So we're gonna use this. It depends on how I want this to go. It honestly just depends on how I want this to look. Because I could very much change my mind. Let's see if this works. Yeah, you know what? No, that does not look like a Ford 500 headlight. How about you? It doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna squeeze it in a little bit, though. There we go. You know, I think if I add a grill to it, I can get a proper. It would be a bit more proper on how this would look. Now here's going to be the real challenge: finding a Ford grill in this. Never mind, I found one. It looks pretty Ford-like, doesn't it? Give it that. No, I don't like that. Yeah, it's too round. Try this one, see if it works. There we go. That looks a bit better. Give it a massive air intake space. Ooh. Okay, I need a different set of headlights. We're also going to shrink this down just a smidge. Because I don't want it to be obnoxiously big. Okay. I'm going to have to... Give me a minute for you to find some headlights here. Okay, I think I found my headlight shape. This looks like one I would use. Oh, I am going to make the grill slightly larger. We'll shrink that down just a little bit. Hell yeah. A little bit of extra tweaking there. Hell yeah. That looks like a Ford. That definitely looks like a Ford. Okay, now for the actual LEDs. Back to the drawing board. I got the shape. Now I need to fill it with LED stuff. And I think that looks pretty nice. That looks like a Ford, doesn't it? And yes, I know that's the closest thing I have to a Ford badge in this game. I know that it's not really one. Obviously, it can't be for copyright issues, but it still gets the point across. You know what this is supposed to be. Alright, now for the lower section, which if I am looking at the Explorer, it does have a stuff below where the fog lights are. I'm going to try and implement that here to the best of my abilities. There are multiple ways I can go about this, though. I could use this. Apparently this is a charger grill. But if I do this, like so, and make this body match with the car, I think that works. Oh, this looks pretty good. I'm getting really proud of this already, and it's not even done yet. Okay, let's see here. Gonna lower this a bit. Over. Mirror it. How does that look? It looks pretty good. Flip. No, I want those. Yeah. That looks pretty nice. Okay, let's see what else. Oh yeah, right, fog lights. Let's see, what would work as fog lights? If I'm looking at the picture of the Ford Explorer I have on my other monitor, and what it looks like is that there's a piece of chrome that sticks out, and then it's the fog light itself. So, in order to mimic that, we're going to do this. Do that. Do. Whoa. Too much. Oh. Okay, well, I can do this, but... Okay, this needs to be deeper. There we go. Looks a little bit better. I should also probably change this too, so it matches. Okay. Now go get this thing back. I hate the fact that it doesn't line up properly. That's really bugging me. Sure, that works. Gonna center that a bit more too. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Alright. Doors are gonna be easy. It's your normal door. So, let me get the door handles. There you are. It's, no, not that one. Where's the more squared off one? There it is. It's, there we go. Okay, doors are now on. If, wait, is that? Yeah, it looks fine. I'm going to move this up a bit. Same thing with you. There we go. All right. And I think we also need a barrier here for the door. So we're going to get the badge things, or at least that's what I'm calling them. The stuff here, we're going to grab this. Oh, come on, you stupid. There we go. So I have to do is 3D. Perfect. Also, I wanna lower that. Sure, that works. Okay, nothing got messed up here. Something did. Awesome. I love the way the front turned out. It looks so good. Oh, also these got messed up too. Oh wait, no, they were already like that. Wait, no, they got flipped. That's what happened. There we go. Alright, so fuel cap, it's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be, I'm just going to put this on here. Gonna make it a little bit bigger too. I want snapping still. There we go. Alright. Now for mirrors. What is this? What does the regular Explorer have as mirrors? Okay, they're pretty bulky mirrors. I don't think they're going to make... I don't think we're going to make them that bulky, but we are going to make it somewhat similar to whatever they got. I want to get these mirrors because they have the similar plastic cladding as the mirrors I'm seeing. The only problem is that little piece here. Can I just do this? Oh, I can. Sweet. Yeah, that looks clean. This actually looks like something they would make in real life too. I can totally see them making this. Oh, that's what's missing. Hold on. There's another little thing here. I was wondering, like, I knew something didn't look right with the windows, and now I'm realizing why. I'm looking at the Explorer, and they have this little thing. They have two windows on the rear door. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay, I'm guessing that's just a glitch. Yeah. Okay, now for the back. Okay, I wanted to make sure, like, wait, do I want to add something to the side? No. The Explorer doesn't have anything on the side, so we're just going to stick with it. You know, no, I'm not gonna, I don't really want to mess with this again, but I kind of want to. Just do a little bit there. Oh, great. Yeah, it messed with the stuff again. That's why I didn't want to do that. What the hell? I hate the fact that I have to do this whenever I morph the body. While fixtures are already on the car. But it's fine. Oh, looks like I'm getting a spam call right now. I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, there we go. Alright, now that that's fixed, on to the taillights. Now for the back end. Now, I did say I was going for the pre-facelifted version, but I do kind of like the kind of like the taillight bars that they have on the newer ones. It's not exactly a taillight bar, but it's pretty darn close to one. If you have seen one in real life. I kind of want to do one of those here, although at the same time, I don't want the taillight to wrap around on the side, if that makes sense. So I wonder if I can try and get that shape. Ooh. Why does this taillight shape look familiar? I have no idea. Huh. Okay, there's that. Alright, this will probably take some time too. Okay. After about another 30 minutes to an hour, I think I have a backend that I am finally happy with. I had to redo the taillights so many times, but I finally have a shape that I like. I originally didn't have these little dots up here and just had the rest of it filled in with orange and white, but then that looked a little bit weird. I felt like it needed a bit more depth, hence why I added those in. Also, they act as brake lights too, so it ends up working out. But yeah, this is This is the Ford 500, the possible 2025 version. I love the front end. I really like the way that came out. Like, it looks like a Ford in the front. Back end, you can kind of tell. You can kind of... The taillights kind of remind you of a Ford Explorer. I mean, it's based on the same platform, so it's going to remind you of it. So, yeah, this looks... It looks pretty nice. I think I did a pretty good job here. If I do this here, let's see how it looks in the photo scene. Oh, yes. Look at that. Now this looks cool. This looks like a proper Ford Explorer. Well, Ford Explorer, what am I saying? It's a 500, but it looks like a proper Ford 500. Like, this looks really nice. Again, I love the way how this thing came out. Is there areas where I could probably improve? Yes, but for what I wanted to do, this gets the point across pretty well, I would say. But with that being said, that's going to do it for today's video. I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.